if you want to examine mixed secretory units in a mixed gland, you can use a section of the mandibular gland, such as this one. So here you can already see, even from the lowest magnification or 40x, you can see the mucous units as well as the serous units. So it's best to use the highest magnification to better differentiate the different units. So again, are your secretory units or acini, and these are again your ducts. So this would be composed, your ducts would be composed of your lining epithelium, and of course, your secretory units is composed of your glandular epithelium. Let's try to use 400x magnification, and here you can see that um, the secretory units of this gland, such as this one, is both mucous here with flattened nuclei at the periphery, as well as serous, as represented by these crescent-shaped structures, which are called serous demilunes. In the case of serous demilunes or serous units, the nuclei are rounded, and the cytoplasm is more pinkish or dark. Okay, so that's for the nature of the secretion. For the shape of this gland, we can say that it's very complicated because you have a lot of secretory units, so automatically it's already compound. And the shape is, let's zoom out. For glands, usually it is tubulo-alveolar. So you will see tubular areas here, here, and here, as well as the alveolar areas here. Some references would say that this is acinar shaped, so it's okay. It can be interchangeable. But I think, yeah, sorry, it's more acinar in shape because the lumen is smaller. Okay, so compound, tubuloalveolar, mixed secretory gland. And of course, since you have duct here, 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 ducts, then it is an exocrine gland. And since this gland is composed of several cells, then it is also um, multicellular in nature.